On with another bit of truth breakdown here. Now, we talk about this all the time with the EPA supposedly making regulation about these toxic air that the mass is breathing. And like I tell you before, they can never come up with a way or tell you a way how the masses have cancer naturally in their body. But that's what they want you to believe. But then they're going to turn around and show you these deadly chemicals that in your food and in these things that, surround you. Even these supposedly chemical plants that letting off this toxic air right there. They're going to also tell you that can cause cancer inside the mass's body. So what I'm trying to tell you here is they show you all the man-made things on earth that cause you cancer here, but they can never show you cancer show up in your body naturally, but they want you to believe that. Watch them expose themselves right here with the EPA. We're going to get into it and give it a bam. Run it. Take a look at this right here, people. The world is getting ready.
The Protection Agency is rolling out new regulations to limit chemical plants from releasing toxic substances into the air.
Yes, and if you go back and check how long these supposedly chemical plants is there letting toxic air off on the masses, how long it's been there. But 2024, you're going to come and make regulations. I already told you people they're going to reveal everything to you that you're cornered by these deadly things that the government put around the masses to basically, have them to live by those ways. You understand that? And that's how we get sick and die in this earth. Nobody can tell me shit. It's already confirmed.
The rule requires these plants to monitor their output of harmful chemicals.
Take a look.
Specifically those chemicals associated with cancer.
Yes.
The EPA hopes to cut 6,000 tons of toxic emissions.
You hear that, people? So they know exactly what causes cancer. That's all I want you to understand. They know exactly what causes you that deadly cancer in this side of the earth, while they're acting like they're trying hard to help you. They're trying hard to come up with a remedy, supposedly cure and all. What happens here, people, when they tell you with a straight face that they actually give you cancer on this side of the earth with everything they surround you with? Listen here.
Each year. Back in 2019, CBS News correspondent Janet Shamlian spoke with a man in Reserve, Louisiana, a town located near a string of chemical plants known as Cancer Alley.
Pay attention, people. Cancer Alley. And like I said, the reason why I'm doing this video is for you to understand. I did a lot of these things in my podcast with clips and all for you to understand what's going on here. But yes, you have to get it, people. These are some wicked chemical they polluting the masses with on this side of the earth. A wicked side of the earth you live on. Listen.
The EPA says the cancer risk here is almost 50 times the national average.
Yes, and of course they know, people. They know the average. They know the cancer level anywhere. How they do that. Any area they can tell you the level of cancer, how many people gonna have cancer and everything. Why you think they know that? Why they can tell you how many people gonna have prostate cancer, how many people gonna have breast cancer. How did they know these things? They can put it on the table, the exact amount of the people gonna have cancer this year. The Pacific cancer. What that tell you? You don't get it. You're controlled by the devil here.
They built this monstrosity up on top of us.
Listen.
Robert Taylor has lived most of his 78 years here. Even his family's cemetery is surrounded by a refinery.
Pay attention.
He says his mom, sister, uncle, and nephew.
What is a refinery? You don't get it, people. All of these things that they got planted up everywhere around the world is basically to poison the masses. Those chemical plants, what you think they're there for? You worry about the chemical let off in the air. What those chemical plants doing there to begin with? Yes, the chemical that they're cooking up there is to put in your food, is to put in these things that you are associated with 100% in.
All died of cancer.
As I stand here,
Listen.
it's overwhelming to me.
Listen.
All of my folks are here.
You hear
I
that,
will
people?
eventually wind up here.
Listen. That person tell you all their family, basically, all his family member dead right there from cancer. That's what they're trying to tell you, and he worried because he gonna end up in the same place. He already old. That's what you need to understand. Most people don't live to see his age, and they don't even have to have cancer on this side of the earth to die fast. They have a lot of shit in place to destroy the masses, because this is hell. 100% hell.
Let's bring in Michael Gerard. He's a professor at Columbia University's Climate School and director of the Sabin Center.
Climate School. So like I tell you people, they're going to use the name of climate change to destroy you here. 100% in. All those things that they're doing. And then they're going to talk about climate change and poison chemical in the air. The masses is doomed here.
For climate change law. Professor, can you give us an assessment of this new rule? How big of a deal is it, and how effective might it be?
100 chemical plants that use and produce these chemicals are suspected of causing cancer in communities that are
No, people, it's not suspected of causing cancer. They know 100% what it is. They play too much. It's not a suspect. Remember, these are the people who keep coming up with all these studies to bring them to you. How the hell they act like they're not really sure. They know exactly what it is, people, and it's by design.
Overburdened by a large number of other environmental threats. The rule is very detailed and gets into lots of details about how the plants need to change their operations.
And of course the dumb people gonna sit there and thinking the government coming to their rescue because they're talking about this shit. They're gonna regulate it. They never say they're gonna stop it. That's the word you need to listen to. They never say they can stop it. They're never gonna stop it because they have to keep cooking up these chemicals for you. So yes, they only can regulate it. Just like they find the PFAS in everything that you use, man-made chemical. Yeah, but they can't stop that from getting in your food and your water. They can't stop that. So the only thing they can do is make you aware of it. And now they can give you a percentage in your body. We can limit the amount that they put in your water or the limit that's allowed in your water. Do you get it? And all these chemicals that they have, that they basically accept to you that yes, it's in the food. But yes, the EPA gonna basically give you a supposedly, maybe a limit that you can take in. So all of these poisons still got to be in your body on a certain level. You hear me? Again, listen.
In order to greatly reduce their emissions of these suspected carcinogens.
Reduce it.
And how would it work in practice?
So if somebody wants to build a new plant or significantly modify an existing one, they're going to have to build these controls into it. For the plants that are already operating, they're given a period of months or years to install the equipment and change their operations in order for it to work.
It's bullshit, people. Remember who own those chemical plants. The same people own you here. Listen what I tell you from day one. Those chemicals got to be in your body. The wicked people of this world own those chemical plants. They own all these things that they use to feed you with in this side of the earth. So therefore, it's danger lurks in.
Do that. They're subject to environmental enforcement by the government and for citizen suits.
Yes, and of course, once they're making rules and law about it, you should feel good. Yes, the government is on it now. The EPA gonna set these laws and rules for you to take in only a certain amount of those chemicals in your body that cause cancer. What that mean? They don't want it to kill you fast. They want it to kill you slow. That's the name of the game here on this side of the earth. When I say kill you slow, they have a limit for your damn lifespan. You're lucky if you live a year over it. They already know the limit that they give the masses to live here. And you see all the new destruction they put in. And then they're going to say, look, it's 65 years and older. It's the people we need to treat for this. It's the people we need to protect from this. And then, bam, they take them out first. That's what they're about. Again.
How expensive would it be for a plant already operating to undergo the necessary requirements to get up to snuff?
Well, in some instances, it'll be millions of dollars to get up to snuff. The industry has known for some time that this is coming. They've already been making the preparations, and they'll continue to do that.
And some have been making preparations by calling their lawyers. One Louisiana plant is already planning to fight this in court.
Look at this shit right here, people, but they're going to fight it in court. Take a look at this right here. How can they fight it in court if it's something that actually killing the masses? Cancer is the biggest problem on earth, one of the biggest problems. You see them with their cancer foundation and they're faking the masses. It's called pump faking, fake hustle. They lie to you about the cancer foundations and they're looking for treatment and all. They lie. They already got the poison to kill you and tell you it's a damn remedy. That's all they got on the table. And like I tell you, they're going to show up with an injection for cancer. You see them diagnosing the people faster now? It's a damn trick. So pay attention to this, why they call this shit Cancer Alley. There's a lot more of this right here in America. A lot more places where they have all these chemical plants in every city. That's what you need to know. It's a by design plan. You can't escape it.
What would the legal argument against this look like?
Well, this is a standard kind of regulation of the sort that EPA has been issuing for a long time. There are often little technical arguments that are made. The regulation has...
What is that smoke, people? What is that? What is they burning in there to give you that smoke? And while they're crying about global warming and your footprint is going to destroy us later, they're the one who doing all of this damage to the masses. And like I remember telling you, we're living in a closed environment. So that means there is something to these things that they're letting off in the air, people. It won't go nowhere. It's simple as that. The trap environment, meaning that anything you let off in here gonna be here. So like I tell you, after a while, after they do this for years and years and years and years, they know what's gonna happen. So that's why they're triggering this shit off right now, because they know soon all of these things gonna affect the masses 100%. Bam. Okay, now take a look at this right here, people. Why they're showing you all those deadly chemicals that associate with the masses and killing them on this side of the earth, they still have to give you something to make you want to be here. A lot of interested things coming out and all. Now pay attention to them right here, telling you that they come up with an invisible supposable thing right there that can make you invisible. Pay attention. And all they're talking about in this one is about war. Making a human being invisible and making an object invisible. Pay attention to this fake earth that you live in and what they really endorse. Again, take a look at this right here. Look at what they're showing you. A piece of supposedly plastic. You hold it in front of you and it make you gone, disappear. It makes it look invisible right there. You see that? Is that real? No, it's not. But it's something to keep you interested in this devil earth that they're always coming up with these things. You don't get it. It's fake shit. 100% in. What do you think? Science fiction and the masses, like I mentioned before, all of these things that they give you and tell you it's actually real life in this fake world. Yes, it was supposed to be science fiction before. And then they bring it to life. All of it. You believe it? Satellites and all was supposed to be science fiction, and then they say, look, we can actually do this science fiction because we're so smart. I'm going to ask you again, how could they come up with these things? Human beings got the same 5 senses as you, get the same dumb teaching in school. How the fuck could a human being come up with these things and you can't? I always bring this to you so you understand. These things that you see on the table, people, these devices and these technology that control our life, human beings never come up with it, period. And I want you to understand that, because you can't come up with it and you got the same fucking 5 senses. So listen to me. They tap into another dimension where they can come up with a little object where you can talk to somebody in another world, in another country. You for real? Come on here, people. Are you for real? The real human being never come up with those things. And even with all these things that they give you as invention already, tell you the human being created, you can't create nothing out of it. You understand what I'm saying? With all these technologies and little devices and break up and mashed up, and you can't put something together out of that. That's how dumb we are when it comes to this technology. How do we come up with it from scratch out of nothing? How could we know that we can dig the ground and find some rocks that can make chip to put in these devices for the supposed brain? You did that with only 5 senses that just basically just keep you dumb. The 5 senses that you have can't advance you in this world. It just keep you at a damn level. And then, like I mentioned, most of what they give you, those sense can't prove it. Like the ball earth, the sense can't prove that the ball earth exists. Your sense is what you see, you're seeing, you're hearing, you're feeling, all of these things, tasting, and you still can't basically have no sense that communicate with the earth to tell you that it's spinning like a ball in the middle of space. How did you buy that? Like I tell you people, the 5 senses that the human being have never come up with none of these technology, fallen angel style. And this is fake shit for the dumb masses right there. Take a look. So sometimes they show you it basically like a cardboard box where you can go in, and another time they show you like a shower curtain they're holding up to make them invisible. It's bullshit, like I say. Don't trust nothing on screen. There you go. Even a moving vehicle, they put it on and it's invisible. Take a look at this bullshit right here. TV for the dumb masses. You're never gonna know what's real and what's fake in this world. Take a look at this right here. Go back. Look at the material that he have, people. And take a look to show you that it is bullshit. How come you can see the stuff behind it, but you can't see the stuff that it cover up? You can see to it. That's why I tell you it's foolishness, people. None of this shit is real. Okay, so you can see behind it. That means you see to it. How the hell you see the man right there and you see the tree behind it, but it can make you invisible? You're not supposed to see those trees behind it if when you're looking at these things, it's invisible. Okay? Go back again. Take a look. You understand what I'm saying here? Look. Wow. What a dumb shit for the masses. What a joke. Let's see what they're talking about.
A Canadian company has developed a revolutionary material that will also make you invisible. Yesterday's science fiction is gradually becoming a reality.
Yeah, that science fiction is gradually becomes a reality only in the end times, people. Although science fiction coming to life is the end times. And like I said, they show you these things in the movies and all over to basically bend your subconscious to believe that it can actually happen. You don't get it. The Back to the Future and all that they give you from back in the days is to fix your subconscious for all these strange technology that they're going to come up with. Listen.
Vancouver-based company Hyperstealth Biotechnology has developed and patented a thin material that, according to its claims, provides quantum invisibility. It is capable of making certain objects almost completely indistinguishable.
Oh, certain object is fake shit, people. 100% fake shit. Listen.
No power source is required.
No power source.
It is anticipated that in the future, constructions made from such material will be used by soldiers and police officers.
You hear that, people? In the future, it's gonna be used by soldiers and police officers. What a fucking joke. Why the police need to be invisible? Huh? They are appalling the law. They need to be invisible. This is a joke right here. And with the world stage on, with all these countries running games and the masses, you want us to believe that a country is in a beef with another country, so they need to send invisible soldiers? The world is stupid.
The Canadian company is developing special camouflage uniforms used in the armies of the United States, India, Jordan, the United Arab Emirates, Canada, Slovakia, and New Zealand. The foundations for the invisibility fabric were laid as far back as 2010, and now the technology has been presented to the general public.
Now the invention is handed down to the general public. Where is the material at? Where does it sell? Get out of here.
Interest in it was expressed by the armies of Great Britain and the United States.
All bullshit for the
Guy
masses.
Kramer, president of Hyperstealth and inventor of the invisibility fabric, has filed 4 patent applications for the technologies that enable its operation.
I'm going to ask you a question, people. What the invisible, object, what is it made of? What build it up? What kind of compound it build out of that can make you invisible? It's still going to show the background behind it, but anything it cover is invisible. Is that real? Like I said, the background shouldn't be there if it's something that's going to make you invisible. Or the background is visible, but it can make you invisible. Is that real? Move.
Quantum invisibility.
Move.
The main technology on which all others are based.
Bullshit.
A plastic-like material that provides invisibility.
No,
Light rays
bullshit.
entering microscopic.
No, people, remember, you can see plastic. Plastic is not invisible. So therefore, you can hide behind a rock. You invisible, because you can't be seen by the rock from a certain angle. So you're invisible from that angle, but that don't mean that the rock is invisible. Do you mean what? You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so go back again. Listen, pay attention.
The main technology on which all others are based. A plastic-like material that provides invisibility. Light rays, entering microscopic lenses, are scattered and erased, making everything at a certain distance behind the material indistinguishable.
A certain distance. Like I say, you're supposed to see the material itself. That's all I'm saying. You hide behind a rock, the rock is there and you there. You're hidden from certain angle, but it's still there. So therefore, you hide behind the rock is visible. So you hide behind that plastic shit, the plastic shit is visible. Again.
The new type of plastic not only bends rays in the visible spectrum, but also in ultraviolet and infrared light.
Oh, you get light and you say it don't work by electric. What does it work by? Oh, you get light. Vulture, light. Listen.
But perhaps the furthest advancement in the development of invisibility cloaks has been made by the Chinese.
See,
reports on Chinese social media indicate the arrival of the first 1,000 invisible military suits in the People's Liberation Army of China.
It is bullshit, people, 100%. And I know this. I don't even have to see it to know that they're going to have to tell you that China already done it. China already have the invisible suits to put on their soldier. What a dumb shit. Remember, they admit that China, they are making super soldiers. That's what they tell you. And they tell you about Chinese come up with this vaccine that they use to inject their soldiers to make them feel super, can run through walls. All of these things they tell you about China. So I'm not surprised when they tell you right here that China already have the invisible suit, because that's one of them that playing scapegoat. You need to be scared. Listen.
China. There's no official confirmation,
this shit.
but it's known that Chinese scientists
came... And like I tell you, this is how they fool the masses with screens. I already told you. They can use 2 soldiers right there and make all of this. Remember when they used to show the North Korean to show you how wicked North Korea is dangerous, so they show you some soldiers marching in sync to make you know that yes, they're dangerous. Is that stupid? You're scared of them because they're in sync? It's on screen. That means they have 3-4 soldiers right there. And they can make it look like 1,000,000 of them standing in one place. That's the power of screens. Don't trust it. They could have 1 row of people dressed up right there the same way. You can't identify them. And then on screen it look like 1,000,000. You believe that? Welcome to the world.
Close to creating this revolutionary technology 2 years ago.
It's real? Look at this. Is this real? No, it's not. It's all TV for the dumb masses. If you look in there, you don't recognize 1 face. Not even 1 face you can zoom upon. Because it's fake shit. And never miss with this. Bam. Take a look at the face. No face. You see that? That's the power of screens. TV screens. Don't take nothing from them. They can't make shit invisible. They can't show me shit on TV where I'm going to believe. This is just screens. That's why they have no face. They can make it look like 1,000,000 of them doing the same thing at the same time.
This revolutionary technology 2 years ago. The concept of an invisibility cloak may seem more like magic than science.
Okay, so why is it seeing the background, but it can't see you? Why we can see the background still, the cane field, but we can't see you? It just make humans invisible? Get out of here.
These researchers are diligently working on creating devices that can scatter and bend light, rendering the object...
Go back. You notice that it's not even touching the bushes? The thing that he's supposed to be having the hand right there, he don't even make the bushes move while he passes.
These researchers are diligently working on...
He walking with it, and it didn't even touch the bushes below people right there. Why it didn't? Because it's fake shit, just TV screens. They used to fool you right here.
Devices that can scatter and bend light, rendering the object behind them invisible.
What a dumb
Previously, such devices attempted to be made based on metamaterials.
Yes, it's a device. Listen.
Materials possess novel properties not found in naturally occurring substances or in the individual particles of the material.
You see, people?
However,
nothing natural, they say, make this. How did you make it? How did it come together to be this right here, this object that can turn people invisible? It's fake shit.
Working with them is challenging, so the decision was made to use molybdenum trioxide. This material...
Molybdenum trioxide? The more they go with these funny name chemical, wow, I told you already, people, this is what the world built upon, wicked chemical to kill off the masses. Like I've been telling you, The chemicals shouldn't be near the masses. All they're going to do is bring up these things. Oh, we got this new invention. Then they introduce it to another deadly chemical. Yes, another mag. Bam. Gone.